Greetings, peoples of the interwebs. So once more, this is a Pasty Pale Throwdown, where we're pitting Judas Priest screaming for vengeance against British Steel.
Sound effects.
Yeah, sound effects.
These are just production notes.
Yeah. Feel free to jump in and edit them for us. We'll credit you.
Or we won't.
Or we won't, yeah.
You can take credit for it, and we won't challenge that.
No. So who wants to start
directly
this
credit you, but we'll
debate
We'll let you guys go.
Done our previous ones. You will start first, but I'm going to start first.
Much like President Bush, you were the decider.
Yeah, I'm the decider, the mediator. And this is my channel, so what I say is law.
Law.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing for your pick?
Possibly, but no, I got to go with Screaming for Vengeance. I mean, again, like with some of the other throwdown videos we've done, not an easy decision.
No,
but
that's why we're doing this.
Yeah.
These are difficult decisions.
Yeah, it's not just like
this is we sway the listeners to pick.
Yeah, we're doing so you don't have to.
Persuasion.
Or even giving you good recommendations if you're trying to get into these.
They said this one.
Yeah.
You know, you're at your local On Q. You're looking for which album should I pick up.
Yeah.
So, I've got Joe Cocker over here. Or I got Judas Priest, British Steel. I'm probably going to pick the Judas Priest. Nothing against Joe Cocker. Rest in peace. Love you, but got to go Priest. Because you're in the J's. That's where I got the Joe from.
Okay.
Anyway.
But yeah, Screaming for Vengeance all the way.
I agree.
And I'm going to go British Steel.
Someone had
Debate you guys. And the reason I'm picking British Steel, it was such a great album that broke Priest into the United States. It's got probably not their best song, but probably my favorite song just because of hearing it as a young kid and always liking it, Breaking the Law.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is
synonymous.
Really, unarguably, their most iconic song. I mean, they've got a lot, but it's their biggest hit.
And another hit on that record was Living After Midnight.
Yeah.
I mean, people that don't know, people that don't know Judas Priest know Breaking the Law. Yeah. Everybody knows that song. As
you guys know, when we saw them back in the fall, they played a lot of these songs. Oh, yeah. Metal Gods is a classic.
I will say this. I was a little disappointed they didn't play Screaming for Vengeance with Helion, because that's what really caught my attention too. Screaming for Vengeance is
amazing intros.
Yeah, like that intro.
The intro's incredible.
The Helion just kind of warms you up, and then Screaming for Vengeance, and you're just like, whoa,
electric eye.
Yeah,
I think the Helion could psych you up for anything.
Yeah,
put that in front of whatever you're doing for your day. You got a job interview.
So, when we saw them back in the
whatever
was it, fall? Like it was like October? Yeah.
October.
Back in October of 2014.
So long
I was really hoping that they would have that as their opening song.
Especially the festival too, where they kind of do more hits and stuff. It's not as much deep cuts. I did like that they played newer stuff.
Oh, definitely. But that was my only complaint, really, is they didn't have that as their
opening.
opener.
My complaint was, and I get it, before you comment and rage against my machine here, I get why Rob doesn't want to sing Breaking the Law.
Yeah.
But I didn't pay money to watch you walk across the stage and have me sing your song for you. That's my
and I get paid for it.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But you got to think, they
probably hate this song.
Yeah. There's so many people seeing Priest for the first time every night. That's a song you want delivered in.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a song you.
But
I mean, again, I understand, but at the same time,
probably one of the.
I think that's the reason you picked Screaming. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think that's why you picked it.
Now we got a bit of a real debate going. Defend
yourself,
Dave.
You were upset. You wouldn't even talk on the way home.
I was upset about that. I won't lie, but it's not why.
Because you had that British Steel poster in your room. You ripped it up.
I could take it or leave it, honestly.
I wasn't gonna, talk about that for the world to hear, but.
Well, I broke it out, man. I free willied it.
But I will be leaving.
But British Steel, that was their. It was a commercial album, but it gave them so much success in the States. They became pretty big for a metal act, rock act in the early '80s.
I'd say with most people who do, every band has that
became a karaoke favorite for me.
Yeah, like they have that one album. I would say British Steel was probably that album that is synonymous with them. Yes. But in my opinion, I'd say Screaming for Vengeance is on par, just as good as British Steel. I mean, it's still got some of their hits as well.
It gave us Living After Midnight.
Again,
Breaking the Law.
Yeah.
Grinder, Looking for Meat.
But
Steeler.
Just Screaming for Vengeance is
more of a devil's child. Huh?
Yeah. I will say British Steel was the first album that I bought, like with my own money.
Yes.
I loved it, but then when I got Screaming for Vengeance, I was like, this is slightly
better.
A little step above.
I just think.
I won't say better.
Yeah.
I won't say better. I'll just say I prefer. Yeah.
Okay.
Track listing. I preferred it better.
All right.
Or preferred it more.
I mean, the Electric Eye Hellion intro is a huge part of it for me.
I
think the layout of an album is almost.
You gotta start it off
almost just as important. Yeah. Well, I mean, how the songs are presented are almost just as important as. Well, it's not as important as the content itself, obviously, but I mean the way the content is presented it's also very important.
I also think both albums are great, as we've said.
Yeah.
But just overall, for me, British Steel just got kind of the Priest ball rolling here in the States, and even they even got bigger in their their own home. So
their native land.
Yes, their native land, and I think this could be a 2-on-1 discussion had a certain someone by the name of Rob Halford saying Breaking the Law live.
I think you're overstating my
I don't think I
beef
am.
with that.
I don't think I am.
Of course,
Rob and I may have our personal issues sometimes, but
as we've noted.
Yeah, I thought about bringing it up, but I was like, I'll keep that private. But you addressed
our private life.
Yeah, you addressed it though, but we're not going to go into it. If you want to know that stuff, just message Dave on our Facebook, Twitter, Pasty Pale Productions.
It's not a Facebook.
Both.
Twitter. It's not both.
Both.
It's a Facebook/Twitch page.
Well,
it's a face twit.
He's in charge. He's in charge of the Twitter, but message us both, like on Facebook and the Twitter page.
It's a face
Pasty Pale
tweet.
Productions.
That's what we're trying to do. Tweet your faces.
I don't really do a whole lot of social media, so but hopefully, leave your comments.
Listen to both albums, though, please do.
Yeah, really, and just kind of get a good.
But as
comparison.
usual, our Pasty Pale consensus would tell you start with Screaming for Vengeance.
But mine would say British Steel because it came before Screaming.
I'll give you that. But,
I guess only if you're going chronologically, listen
as
to
you
that
should.
one first. But if you're going by which one is more better than Screaming,
what's the betterest?
I think better would just because I think more better is just kind of redundant. But anyways,
I went to school.
That's neither here nor there. That's just me correcting your grammar.
No, you're not going to challenge the fact that I went to school. We went to school together.
We did.
You saw me there.
I just met you guys a few months ago.
Together.
So.
Anyways, we're getting off topic. But yeah,
that never happens to us.
Leave comments below which album you prefer, or if you prefer one of their other albums more than
Breaking the Law,
British Steel,
or if you
or
hate
Screaming for
Judas
Vengeance.
Priest, and you like a band.
I hate Judas, but not Judas Priest.
If you like a band like Kiss, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let us know any of your
Kiss.
thoughts,
They've got some pretty good guys that
they do.
It'd be pretty cool to talk to one of them one day.
No, absolutely. I thought we were kind of weren't we? Well, let's not talk about that right now.
No. Just keep up with the channel, and you'll figure out more.
Okay.
That's Thunder in the
we don't want
to.
God of Thunder, Gene Simmons.
If you can even hear that, Thor is watching over us.
No, it's Gene Simmons.
A lot of people think it's Thor, but that movie is an allegory for Gene Simmons.
I think Gene Simmons bought Thor out to be the God of Thunder, but I could be wrong.
Yeah,
it'd be nice to ask him.
I thought Gene actually fought Thor.
Did he?
Killed Thor.
And
then
if we could just ask him this one,
I think
something.
we're gonna have to.
We're really getting off topic for something we're promoting for maybe later in the channel, possible interview. I don't know, but that wraps this up. And again, as always, leave your comments below which album you prefer, or whether it's the two that we had a throwdown on, or another album amongst their massive repertoire of albums.
I thought we should have done, or suggest ones you might like to hear.
Yeah. So, till next time, everyone. Cheers.